if you sign a marriage contract, get the marriage license. It's not even a real contract anymore. Now it's just the family codes. Reading marriage contracts from the past are very interesting. But that's another thing. If you take that deal, I mean, it's just, how can you even complain later when you get screwed over?
Yeah, so if you do take the deal, what's worse if you have a stay-at-home? Stay-at-home
are the worst.
Tell me if you're at the same income, what you're gonna pay. Or versus if you have a how much more money am I? Let's say I make $100K a year.
Yeah.
How much more money am I spending if I marry a woman that also makes $100K or she makes zero?
If she also makes $100K, I think that would be the ideal situation because it's a similar contribution. You guys have probably put the same into the house, but as far as alimony, what will likely happen is that you guys will just both agree that there's no alimony and for the court to just waive jurisdiction. That's what I saw in most of the judgments. So on most of the divorce and dissolution judgments I read, when the incomes were like that, more than likely they had written that in there. It was like standard language.
The same income.
About the same or about this, around or, it's just depending. Sometimes even if she was higher, men were just more or less likely to take alimony, even if they could have got it.
Yeah.
But typically if it's about the same, they'd say, okay, you keep your retirement, I keep my retirement, no alimony. And there might be some small amount of child support if he's like, okay, you know what? I actually can't keep them this amount of time. Or she's like, I can't. I'll pay a little bit of that. And then the house would either get split or somebody would buy each other out. And they were typically the most amiable divorces. I've seen a lot of nightmare ones where it's just sitting at my desk, I just cannot be the guy that gets the worst end of this. It does not matter. It doesn't matter who cheated on who, whatever it is. You asked me earlier about worst cases. I didn't work this one specifically, but my coworker in the cubicle next to me, the case was so bad, I heard him on the phone, he had to put it down and stand up and come talk to me because he needed to talk to somebody.
Yeah.